Hi, my name's Melanie. Many of you have stability balls at home and you might use them to sit on when you're doing work, but you can get a full body workout with a stability ball, and I'm going to show you how. Let's start by doing a few cardio moves. You can take the ball, it weighs a few pounds, and you can do some squats and lift the ball up in the air. So from the side, bring your weight in your heels, lift the ball up, warming the lower body and the upper body. Another option is to do a few ball throws. Lower body movement is the same, and just toss the ball up in the air, adding a little bit of eye-hand coordination. You can also do lunges. I'll demonstrate this from the side. Take a step back, line up knees over toes, knees over ankles, and bring the ball to the side, to the front, and to the opposite side. Bring both legs back together and repeat on the other side. Getting a nice twist through the torso, keeping the hips facing in the same direction. You can also do a little bit of coordination by bouncing the ball. And finally, you can sit on the ball, act like a kid, and do some ball jacks. I recommend you do each of those moves for about 30 seconds to get your heart rate up. Now for some strength moves for the lower body. Let's take the ball against the wall, put it right in that lower curve of your back, your lumbar curve, and do some ball squats. Nice vertical drop, find depth in the hips, bring yourself straight up. Make sure the knees and the ankles are aligned at the bottom of your squat. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Another option, going back to the lunges, take one foot behind you, heel is up on the wall, and drop yourself down. Again, it's a nice vertical drop, a 90-degree bend at the front knee and the back knee. And repeat on the other side. A final movement for our lower body is to sit on the ball. Keep your core engaged, nice straight spine, relax the shoulders down, extend the leg, and do some leg lifts. You'll feel the work through the quad muscle, through the hip flexor, and into the abdominal. Again, make sure you equal out both sides. I also recommend timing these moves, probably about 30 seconds for each one of these lower body moves. Now, final move is a bridge. So sitting on the ball, roll yourself out, let your head relax on the ball, and squeeze your bottom as you lift up those hips, so lift and lower. You can add a little balance challenge by pointing fingers towards the ceiling and rolling yourself side to side. Now continuing our lower body workout, we will come down onto a mat and we'll do some side-lying leg lifts. So make sure your body is perpendicular to the floor. Nice straight body like it's between two panes of glass. Stack your hips, take your leg, extend it up and down, lift and lower. Nice long leg extending through the hip. Several modifications are little circles, or possibly a kick to the bottom and an extension out. Try to keep the knee and the hip aligned. Remember, whatever you do on one side, you've got to do on the other side. And you might find that one side is easier, maybe stability-wise or strength-wise. That's totally normal. Just try to do a little extra effort on that side where it's a little bit harder. Good. Now that we've worked our hips, quick little stretch, side to side on the ball, and then let's work on our hamstrings, lying down on the mat, placing your feet on the ball, arms by your side. Once more, lift the hips up, you're going into a hip bridge, and roll the ball in. Now, if you're able, advancing people can put one leg up in the air and try some one-legged bridges. These are pretty difficult, these hamstring curls. If you start to cramp, come out of it. Good. Now from right here, we're going to end with a few abdominal exercises. First one you can do is just take the ball between your legs, get a little work through the inner thighs by crunching and squeezing the ball together at the same time. So exhale, crunch up, inhale, release and relax. Make sure that you try to keep the shoulder blades off the mat and your tailbone off the mat to maximize abdominal activation. Another option is to take the ball and pass it between the hands and the legs. If you have any neck pain, go ahead and put your head down, or if you can, lift it up, but make sure you keep no strain in your neck, shoulder blades off the mat, relaxing the jaw. Final move, I call this the scissor. Take the ball, put it between your shin and your calf, head can be up or down, and reverse crunch. And don't forget, you gotta do the other side as well. Okay, cut there. A great upper body and core move is to do push-ups on the ball. You're gonna need a bit of space. Lie over the ball and roll yourself out. The further out you go, the harder the move is. Get your hands shoulder width apart. Drop your chest down so it's right between those arms, chest even to elbows, and come up. If you want to add a little additional core work, feel free to tuck in, bringing nose to knee.